Hey YouTube, welcome to the Crime Snoop channel for your dose of solved crimes, unsolved crimes, celebrity crimes, crimes of passion, and just downright despicable crimes. Okay, so today I'll be reporting on a very unfortunate and disheartening story about how haphazard shooting can bring torment and turn someone's world upside down in a matter of seconds. Meet Deja Smalls from Chicago. As I report this story, Deja is going through probably the worst times in her young life as she watches over her 1-year-old son, Legend, lay in an ICU bed. It is being reported that while Deja was pumping gas, she heard sirens and suddenly a man jumped in her car and demanded her car. This man was running from the police. The police approached, and according to the police, the man was asked to drop the weapon and he refused. At this point during the story, Deja's account and the officer's account differ slightly. Deja reports she was in the driver's seat and the man jumped on her lap, urging her to give him her car. But the officer says Deja was not in the car. Whichever account is correct, the next thing that happens is horrible. The police began to fire at the car, and unbeknownst to them, in the backseat of the car was Deja's 1-year-old son, Legend. Not only did the suspect get shot, but unfortunately, so did little Legend. I can't even begin to imagine the horror Deja felt at that moment. She said she was just so scared for her son's life. The suspect died at the scene, and baby Legend was shot in the head. This baby had to have the right side of his skull removed, and he still has bullet fragments in his head. He was on a ventilator for 10 days and has had multiple seizures and unfortunately continues to be in ICU. Deja's attorney made a statement saying, "The objectiveness is that there are innocent people in the line of fire, and we know that you do not shoot unless you know what your target is." And clearly the Houston police did not know their target, because they hit Legend squarely in the skull, not a grazed wound. Police also issued a statement stating that the officer involved in the shooting believed Smalls was being carjacked. Fearing for the mother's safety, one of our officers discharged his duty weapon, fatally striking the suspect. The police chief said, sadly, baby Legend was also struck. Officers at the scene immediately rendered first aid to Legend. The case is being investigated by the Police Department's Internal Affairs and Special Investigations Unit, and the County District Attorney is conducting a separate inquiry, which is procedural and customary. The officer who fired his weapon is on administrative duty, which is also standard procedure. I don't for 1 minute believe there was any intention to shoot an innocent baby, but I do believe, unfortunately, there was a lack of judgment on the part of the officer who shot him. I have seen police do standoffs for days with suspects just to ensure innocent people are not harmed. Yet this man haphazardly fired into a car without any knowledge of who was in there. That part is unacceptable, and someone has to be accountable for the harm that came to this child. My heart goes out to baby Legend, and I pray he has a successful recovery. I also pray for Deja's strength and endurance during this time. Go ahead and leave a comment and let's talk about it below. As always, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. Smash that like button. I'm about to go do more snooping.